The Nigeria police force has confirmed the arrest and extradition of Zhu Jin, a Chinese national accused of orchestrating a massive Ponzi-style investment fraud estimated at over $245 million. Authorities said the suspect was returned to China to stand trial after being apprehended in Ogun State. In a statement issued on Wednesday, police spokesperson Anthony Placid disclosed that the operation was coordinated by the Interpol National Central Bureau (NTB) in Abuja, following an official request from Chinese law enforcement agencies. Chinese authorities had reportedly declared Zhu wanted in Beijing over allegations linked to unlawful collection of public funds on a large scale. According to police, investigations showed that the suspect fled China and entered Nigeria on November 5, 2024, allegedly to avoid prosecution. A warrant for his arrest was later issued on November 12, 2025 by the Shinan Sub-Bureau of the Gingao Public Security Authority. Nigeria's commitment to strengthening its education sector came into focus in Abuja as the National Examination Council (NECO) marked its Silver Jubilee anniversary. Stakeholders at the event highlighted the council's contributions to credible examinations, educational reforms, and national development over the past 25 years. Our correspondent Miriam Inahimion completes the report.
The Vice President of Nigeria, Kashim Shettima, has reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to strengthening credible examination system and expanding access to quality education across Nigeria. The Vice President said this in Abuja at the Silver Jubilee celebration of the National Examination Council (NECO), represented by his Senior Special Assistant on Legal and Compliance, Bashir Medigun. It described the Council as one of Africa's foremost examination bodies after 25 years of reforms and innovation. Shettima said NECO has continued to uphold fairness, transparency and credibility in examination processes while embracing technology-driven reforms to improve efficiency, accessibility and public trust. Former Head of State General Absalam Abubakar, represented by former Minister of State for Foreign Affairs Ambassador Zubairu Dada, described NECO as a beacon of educational excellence and a steadfast partner in national building. He said the council has grown from humble beginnings into a robust institution, providing fair, credible and reliable assessments for Nigerian students.
At this point, it is fitting that we pause to honor the visionary leaders and patriotic Nigerians whose foresight and courage laid the foundation for this enduring institution. In particular, we acknowledge with profound gratitude the immense contributions of former President Olusegun Obasanjo, whose leadership and enduring belief in the transformative power of education provided the impetus for the establishment of a unified and credible national examination.
We have also witnessed development of robust examination formats that withstand scrutiny and meet international best practices, including, but not limited to, the introduction of candidate-centered processes, benefits of which extend to teachers, schools, and administrators, as well as adoption of technological and administrative reforms that have streamlined operations and improved results turnaround times.
The Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, said NECO remains central to ongoing education reforms, noting that the Council will commence computer-based examination this year to curb examination malpractice. On his part, the Registrar of NECO, Professor Danta Niwushishi, said the Council now conducts examinations in 8 countries and has expanded digital verification and examination security systems in line with global best practices.
The inception of NECO was rooted in desire to create a strong, unified national examination body to oversee standardized assessment for national public exams. NECO mandates encompass the conduct of credible external examinations, certifications of attainment, and alignment with national examination objectives. A robust governance framework was established with a governing board, professional examination staff, and partners across the education ecosystem.
Digital certificate and data analytics to improve user experience, transparency, and decision making. Ongoing alignment with international best practices, partnerships with global examination bodies, and investment in staff capacity building. Programs to broaden access for learners in underserved communities, including targeted outreach, fee strategies, and support mechanisms. Collaborations with ministries, educational institutions, and international agencies to harmonize standards and facilitate educational and professional mobility.
As NECO celebrates 25 years of existence, stakeholders says the Council progress reflects Nigeria's determination to build a more credible and technology-driven education system capable of meeting global standards. From Abuja, Marian Inakimion, MITV Plus News.
And now to foreign news. Mozambique has dispatched a Labour Ministry delegation to South Africa to assess the safety and rights of Mozambican workers following a surge in xenophobic attacks and anti-migrant protests targeting Africans in several South African cities. The move comes amid growing concern in Maputo over the security of more than 300,000 Mozambicans living and working in South Africa. The National Director of Migrant Labour, Alice Brito, said the delegation would meet South African authorities to evaluate conditions on the ground and identify measures to protect Mozambican workers' labour and social rights. The deployment follows weeks of unrest in South Africa, where groups of residents have staged demonstrations demanding the removal of foreign nationals, particularly undocumented migrants. Meanwhile, another sick passenger from the hantavirus-hit cruise ship landed in Europe on Thursday as the vessel headed to a Spanish island, and health officials scrambled to map the outbreak of the potentially deadly human-to-human strain. The fate of the MV Honduras has sparked international alarm after 3 people traveling on the ship died, although health officials have played down fears of a wider global outbreak from the virus, which is less contagious than COVID. People thought to have contracted the virus are being treated or isolated in Britain, Germany, the Netherlands, Switzerland, and South Africa. An air steward from the Dutch KLM carrier is being tested for the virus after possibly having come in contact with an infected person on a flight. The version of the virus detected aboard the stricken on their ship was a rare strain known as the Unrest virus, which can be transmitted between humans. In the sports, on a rather sad note, a motorbike rider was killed during qualifying for the prestigious Northwest 200 Superbike annual race in Northern Ireland. A statement by the organizers said the competitor died following an incident at Station Corner on the NW200 course in the morning, this morning at the Superbike qualifying session. The victim's family had requested that the rider is not named, but gave their approval for the event, which finishes on Saturday, to continue, the statement added. The on-course incident is the 20th fatality associated with the event and the first since 2016, when Malachi Michelle Thomas died in a Super Twins race. The Northwest 200 is over 9 miles of closed public roads around Northern Ireland's north coast through the towns of Portstewart, Coleraine, and Portrush. It has been running since 1929, attracting tens of thousands of fans to the British province. Finally, athletes from Belarus should once again compete with their full national identity and not be vetted for neutral status, the International Olympic Committee has said. Though the advice to sports governing bodies does not yet apply also to Russia, it seemed to point toward being closer to ending Russia's isolation in Olympic circles during its war on Ukraine. One barrier to Russia's return is an ongoing World Anti-Doping Agency investigation into recent reports implicating Russian Anti-Doping Agency official Veronika Luginova. The IOC said its executive board noted with concern the recent information being looked at by WADA without naming Luginova. And that brings us to the end of our primetime news tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Do well to follow us on all our social media platforms at MITV Plus _NG on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. You can also watch our programs live on YouTube at MITV Plus _NG. Remember to click the like and subscribe button. I am Layo Shobo for Lawrence Shaw. To have a good evening.